a lot of times we think, especially if you're like right on the main thoroughfares, oh, well, people will just see this, but that's not always the case. One, you never know which direction they're going to come from and, whether they're going to see you or not. And I was just talking with Nancy,
Yeah.
she's moved all over and she's lived all over and she's come to town, and she was telling me the other day, she loves the Shopper. She reads it every time it comes, every issue, and she goes through that. And that's how she figures out what's around here. That's her first go to look to see if she needs something. That's where she got her carpet cleaner when she needed her carpets cleaned. That's where she goes if she's looking for. She likes to go out and eat. She wants to find places to go eat. So this is her first stop, and she's a transplant that's come here.
What's up, Camden County? You are catching episode 53 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Alison Shores from the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. This Getting in Your Business podcast is made possible by our Chairman Circle sponsors, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Lockheed, Comcast Business, Georgia Power Company, Sparklight, Plug Power, St. Mary's DDA, TDS Telecom, and Ameris Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. All right, today in the studio, I have somebody that I think you'll want to talk to, guys. I have got the newest co-owner of the Coastal Shopper, Miss Marcie Costello. Thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me, Allison. I love to come and talk about things that I believe in, and I'm excited to talk about the Shopper today.
Yes. So I get this in my mailbox.
Everybody gets it.
So that's what I wanted you to say. All right. Everybody gets it. So in this Coastal Shopper, first of all, let's just hold this up so people can see. Like, this is your Coastal Shopper. This is what it looks like when it comes in the mail. What all is in this shopper?
First of all, the Shopper's not a newspaper. You're not gonna get it to read the news. The Shopper's about connecting.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes,
okay.
The Shopper's about connecting. It's connecting our community and our businesses together. But what you're going to see in the Shopper is we do have a couple of features. We have our Gregorian chat, which everybody loves to read.
Yes.
Molly has some great interest stories, pieces of interest, Molly's Old South, and little nuggets in there. But for our community, we have our free classifieds. So if you have something to sell, you can put it in the Shopper for free. We have our events where you can submit an event that you have coming up, whether it's an ongoing event or a special event that's coming up. For example, the Rotary has the Hello Summerfest coming up.
Yeah.
But you can put your event in there. We also have obituaries in the Shopper.
Okay.
And then we have the ads from our businesses and just little snippets. And we even have a word search in the Shopper.
Oh, good.
So there's reasons, kind of like this. We're not breaking news. We're more like the refrigerator magnet.
Mm-hmm.
We stick around all week and you go back to it to see what's going on.
And what's funny is in Camden County, it's very hard advertising for businesses because they feel like they have to be literally, they've got to be on the radio, they've got to be on Facebook, they've got to be in the paper, they've got to, there's maybe a billboard, and it's feeling like you can't hit everybody. And here this thing is, it comes to everybody's mailbox.
It goes to everybody's mailbox. And Camden is its own animal. For years I've been here since 1998, and it's not like other places. And it really is hard to kind of saturate this market to connect to all those people.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. Like you said, that's what the Coastal Shopper does. It goes to everybody. And we come out twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also online. So this edition, in fact, there's an edition coming out today, but it was online last night.
Oh, look at you.
Yes, I know.
So is this a new feature, the online?
It's an upgraded feature.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. It's been fixed and upgraded. So you can actually go to the Shopper online and click through it like you're, one of those reading the pages. But it's also for anyone that has our advertisers, it has links in it. So not only when they're reading the paper online, they can click on the business, or if there's an email or any of that in the ad, and it will pop up and send. So you're getting a threefold here. You're getting it in everybody's hands. You're getting it an online visible presence, and then you're actually getting an actionable item that they can do online to connect to your business. So you're all over the place being covered.
That's cool, because I just saw. I think I saw it yesterday or last night when you put out the online version. I was like, look at her. Okay.
We're doing a lot to upgrade. I was telling you earlier, we are a really good resource. We're about we're growing to become a great
I
resource
love it.
for everybody, not just our businesses, but our businesses would benefit so much for this, because this is everybody's going to see it. Everybody's going to get this.
Mm-hmm.
And what better way? And our prices are extremely reasonable. All of our ads are in color. We don't have black and white. All of our ads are in color. And we can even help design the ads if you need help with designing the ads. There's no hidden cost or anything like that.
And like we were talking off air, there are so many people. I've been trying to figure out where all the people are coming from, because I think a lot of people think it's the base that's making all these people come, and that is in fact not true. What I have found talking to realtors that are selling these houses are that they're coming from Miami or South Florida. They're moving up here. It's gotten too expensive. They can't get insurance in Florida for the hurricanes and stuff, so they're moving in. And then I've got people from up north, and they call us. They actually call us here at the chamber, and I'm like, they're never coming in here. They will come into this office, and I'm like, you really came? And they're like, oh, we're moving here. I was like, oh my goodness. But that's what's happening. So that's a lot of where we're getting some people from is New York, New Jersey, and then with Miami. I've heard that. So when they're coming into the community, they're looking for whatever. And if this is already coming to their house, like this is where they're going to go first. And I hope people can understand that, because it's whatever's getting to them. And then they figure out what do they need to do? What do they need to subscribe to? Because this is not something that you have to subscribe to. This is our favorite F word, free.
This is free. That's right. This is free. This goes to every household and business in St. Mary's, Kingsland, Woodbine, and White Oak. So over 24,000 or roughly 24,500 homes right now. Actually, I think we're going to be reevaluating our mailings, and that may go up because the homes and businesses have increased, so that would increase to it. But it goes to all of them for free. So that's why the online resource is free too. When you go to the online version as well, you don't have to have a login or a subscription to access that either. So it makes it a really great resource. And you talk about people moving in. A lot of times we think, especially if you're like right on the main thoroughfares, well, people will just see this, but that's not always the case. One, you never know which direction they're going to come from, and whether they're going to see you or not. And I was just talking with Nancy, who is, she's moved all over, and she's lived all over, and she's come to town, and she was telling me the other day, she loves the shopper. She reads it every time it comes, every issue, and she goes through that. And that's how she figures out what's around here. That's her first go-to to look to see if she needs something. That's where she got her carpet cleaner when she needed her carpets cleaned. That's where she goes if she's looking for, she likes to go out and eat. She wants to find places to go eat. So this is her first stop. And she's a transplant that's come here.
And I try to tell people too, some of our businesses, some of our greatest businesses are hidden gems. So for new people that aren't from here and don't know, they're looking to meet people, find a church, find whatever they're trying to do. And that's difficult. Had I not had this job, it would have been really hard for me, you have to get involved. And I think if this is the way they're finding out about things, then we have to go that direction too, So I don't want people to forget about the Coastal Shopper. Now, something else I wanted to say too, because it's not just for businesses. People can put their yard sales in there.
Oh yes, I really want to build up that yard sales section.
Yeah.
Because everybody uses the resale sites, which is great. But again, once you post something on a resale, it's scrolling down as soon as the next person posts. But what better way? I mean, I'm not going to age myself here, but back when, you would go to the paper and you would look for the yard sales, and you'd plan out your morning, and you could, and we have people that are avid yard salers.
Absolutely.
And all the efforts and times that people put into their yard sale to get the stuff ready and put it out. Don't you want the maximum amount of people there
to take the stuff away?
To take the stuff away. But and so you can list that in the shopper for free, and then you can get up on that morning and go through the shopper and look for where you want to go and plan out your events. And while you're in there, you can find what restaurant you want to eat at, or all of those things. So I really want to see that, because that really, we haven't. You should, and they drive around just.
Oh, I see it.
Yep.
But a lot of times I'll miss the signs that people will put, on the roads or whatever. When I'm driving, like, I need to be paying attention, because a lot of times I'm on the phone, like not in my hands, but it's through the speaker or whatever. But my mind's going 9 to nothing. I'll miss those little signs, and that's how I usually find out about yard sales. So it, because I get on the resale sites and I'll miss that stuff. But
Sure.
yeah, so I think it's great to have a place where, this is where you can find your yard sales
Well,
too.
I was talking to somebody this week, and even the billboards when you're driving, if depending on what you're thinking, you'll go past that. And he was saying he's like they drove right by it. I don't know how many times, and they
Yeah.
still didn't see it. And so
Yeah. Yeah.
this way, it's right there.
Yes.
And then even for those that might get it and say okay and check it. Oh wait, I can go online because it's still there.
Yeah.
And we'll have all of our back issues up there as well. So that if for your ads or whatever,
Yeah.
if you think, wait, I saw something, you'll be able to go back and look for those too. So I'm working on all of that.
Oh, I love it. Now I guess my next question is, what, like you said, this comes out twice a month. So is it like the 1st and the 15th, or is it the
It
end
is,
of the month? And
it is the Wednesday on or before the 15th and 30th.
okay.
So yeah.
And how affordable are these ads?
They start all the way from our Helping Hands directory, $40 ads, which are in our service directory, all the way up to a full page ad is 800. That's a
wow.
full page color ad. Our front page ad, like the bottom stroke would be 600. And you could do a full center spread.
Yeah.
It's very reasonable so whatever your budget needs are, we
You'll
can
work with
find
you.
something to help. Yes, we can find something to help you get. And like I said, we can help you if you don't have a design. We can help you do that. But for maximum exposure, especially for small businesses,
Yeah.
we had a gentleman that he's just starting out, and he does a budget lawn care. And he came in and he's got his ad in, and
Yeah.
that he's like, this is the only way I knew to tell people I was doing this. And he's already had clients calling to set up times for him. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah, it should be the place. This is what I want. When people ask what's going on, I want whoever's they're talking to, their response to be, well, it's in the shopper.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want it to
Yeah.
be. And for that to happen, we need those that have the information to share it in the shopper. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. And then for our advertisers to continue to, you support our advertisers.
Oh, absolutely. Now, have we even covered everything? I feel like I've just kind of blown through this, but I mean, I feel like what else is there with the Coastal Shopper that I need to know?
We do have, we are doing a special in June for both of our issues in June. We're doing a special for the 4th of July. So we'll have the calendar of events page for the 4th of July festival. And we have reserved 16 spots for special spots. Well, it's less than 16 now. There's a few spots left that you can be on that page, which will be the go-to page for everybody during the festival. That those ads, you can get in both issues for $150 and have an ad on that page. And we're going to be printing an extra 500 copies to distribute at the festival itself.
Oh.
So that's a special. If anybody's interested, they need to get on that deal quickly because I only have a few spots left. And then aside from that, it's just, read the shopper.
Read the shopper.
Read the shopper.
Now, if people want to put their events in, how do they go about doing that?
They can email me at sales@coastalshoppernews.com, or there's a form on, you can go in the classified part. Online, you could submit your classifieds. We have a form on there. You can submit it through there as an event, or you can just email me, like I said, at sales@coastalshoppernews.com.
Okay.
I'll be working on putting up a form for the events portion as well.
So it's coming.
Yeah. So you can just email that or use the form online.
Okay.
Same thing for the classifieds. You use the form online and turn that in. And then for the sales ads, anybody's interested, again, sales@coastalshoppernews.com, or call the shopper. You can call me directly, 912-227-5335, and we will get that set up and I'll get you in and taken care of. We're really streamlining everything.
Yeah.
We're streamlining our administrative and business, our billings and all of that to make that more accessible and effective. So we're just taking everything to that next level.
Yeah.
But like I said, It's in the shopper, and
Yeah.
so it needs to be in the
Yeah.
shopper. I need everybody because that's the word of mouth starts.
We'll
with the
make
shopper.
sure we get our events in there.
Yes, yes. Make sure you you send your events over so that we can have them in there. And it's like I said, it's great. It's a 1-page resource. Hey, what do I need? And you just pop into the shopper and see what it is.
Now, where are you guys located now?
We are located on 2400 Osborne,
Okay.
which is right on the corner of by O'Reilly's.
Okay.
Yep, by O'Reilly's, and we share the same building with Launch Printing.
Yeah.
And so you can, if I'm not there, there's a sign on the door that says how to reach me, and we can do quick turnovers. Our deadlines to submit ads is the Wednesday before the issue is scheduled to come out.
Okay.
Or Thursday before, yeah, before the issue is scheduled to come out. So that's the other reason. If you want to get in on our June special,
Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Gotcha.
But yes, we're ramping up our social media. We will be highlighting. We'll have our special business spotlights that we'll be working on, and those are for our longer term. If you have a 6-month contract or agreement where you will be featured in a spotlight both on the website and on our social media. And there's other different benefits that we're working and developing as we go. And this has been moving at lightning speed.
I was about to say, it's been moving really fast. But, for us at the Chamber, we're all about anything that can connect our community. So part of our, our mission statement is to promote business and build community. And so anything that helps connect the community to what we have going on so that people know about it, I'm all about. So thank you, and we're glad that the Coastal Shopper's back and doing some things.
Well, it's always been here.
It's always been here.
It's always been here, but we're taking it.
I was
to the
about to
next
say,
level.
yeah, you're taking it to the next. My bad, Marcie. But yes, y'all are. I know it's always been here, but I feel like it's taken in a new direction. And it's kind of taken off fast, and I'm excited for you.
Yep. So we're excited to grow it, and hopefully you'll see it'll be a much thicker edition as we go through because we have so much more information to share. But we want it to be your one-stop shopper for what you need.
Look, I see what you did there. Give everybody your phone number one more time, just in case they miss it.
912-227-5335. And my email is sales@coastalshoppernews.com. And the website is coastalshoppernews.com.
I love it. Thank you so much for being in here, Marcie. I really enjoyed talking to you. And guys, make sure you get in there and read the Coastal Shopper and News.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.